Hello there everyone and welcome back. It is time, I feel like, after much deliberation and thought, to strike at the Blacksite. Because quite frankly, with the magnetic weapons unlocked, I think I'm as powerful as I'm possibly gonna be to engage that facility and make it a success. The only problem is, the main concern I have is what am I trying? I'm losing my train of thought already. We're only 40 seconds in, but my main concern is the extra pods we'll have to deal with and the fact that the Warlock will show up. I'm almost positively certain that's part of the mechanics, so we are going to have to deal with the Warlock. The plus side, though, is I don't have to kill all the aliens for it to be a success. I just have to grab the file inside the facility and then evac out. Although, there is a huge likeliness one of my soldiers are going to get mind controlled if I do the execution I have in mind poorly. But before we do that, I want this training center to get finished first because there are a few skills that I can actually unlock for my soldiers I'm planning on bringing here. So let's continue 2 more days on here and hope, as dang Warlock ruins my schemes even further by lowering my income, but not a huge issue. Let's focus on the training center as he blathers on. So, this is all done here. This gives me what I need, and thankfully, with the UI mods I have to easily access the training center, I can look at my skills as I'm looking at this roster rather than having to do it individually. Hell, even when I'm doing my deployment, so it makes life so much easier for me because I like to unlock these abilities as I'm about to go into the mission. So, Anya, without a doubt, with her whopping 14 ability points, she has access to like rapid fire, which without a doubt I need to get that at some point. But until she gets trained up and have like a really good scope, it's probably more of a liability, at least until I get things like hollow targeting and other things to help complement her accuracy to make up for the penalty. But damn, that's going to be amazing if I can make use of that. But I'll hold off on that for now. Otherwise, we have J-Pod also up, which is good because I'm planning on sending him on this mission as well. But the reason I was talking about skills is I found one skill that I think is going to be really good for this mission. Harry has lightning reflexes, so every turn, if they have an overwatch, or at least a single overwatch, it is so easy for me to negate it without me having to waste shots or grenades to kind of force it to be cancelled. I could just burn it with a well-placed move that hopefully will keep me in cover, and Harry will be laughing his way to the bank as he shoots him with a magnetic rifle. It's win-win in my book. It's win-win as far as I'm concerned. So, that's pretty much everything I had to do. And what is this? Oh, it just retrains my soldiers. Which, since I'm lacking a Blade Master, it is tempting, but it's probably more valuable to a higher rank soldier anyway. But now, let's not hold it off any longer. Let's head on over to the Blacksite. And I'm really hoping I can still get that supply drop, that this doesn't screw me over from getting this contact with this region. I would like to maximize my income if I can, but this is probably more important to get this out of the way now, because I'm still a ways away from the actual resistance comms, and I'm going to need that to help get at that Advent facility. So there's going to be a lot of concerns here. Unfortunately, Kowalski, I don't think I'm bringing you in on this. I'm just going to be focusing entirely on, well, almost entirely on a mag weapon squad. So J-Pod is in, Sun He is in. Let's see, Harry, without a doubt, he's in because I just unlocked his skill for him. Ooh, and this UI even counts for all the AP I have available too. That's really nice. That's nice and convenient. So, Batman is in, so Jan is in with him because he's also got the bond. What is it? They have the bond, which is going to be really important maybe for grabbing that file. I'll explain more as we get into it. But, now, my last squad member, I was contemplating maybe taking Svetlana. So one of these days I'm going to get it figured out. I'm just going it by ear right now. But I think I'm going to take Svetlana either way to serve as that explosive demolitionist, because I am going to need some shredding potential. She conveniently has shredding for we're likely to encounter a turret or two, and those things are heavily armored. Not to mention the fact that there's a guaranteed mech inside that facility I have to fight. And it's not really much different than the mech I fought before, but keep in mind, it has double the health like everything else, goddammit, so it's still going to be a pain in the ass to deal with. And I don't think I got any weapon mods. I could go with mag rifles if I really wanted to. I'm going to have to keep that in mind. since 2 shotguns may be overcommitted a little bit, but I do have 2 phantoms, one of which is going to be focusing more on scouting, I think. So, I gotta keep in mind my skills though, because Harry might be moving a lot to counter any, light overwatches, but I have 2 autoloaders, that's fine. Let's just equip both our specialists with the autoloaders, and I'll worry about the laser sight later. Hell, what kind of critical hit bonus does these shotguns get? Yeah, it was 5 before, I think. Can I find out? No, it was 10 before, never mind. It didn't change at all. We just got the damage boost. I got excited for no reason. But either way, one thing left to do, I think, is equip my med kit, which I think I'm going to put on... Yeah, I'm going to put on Shin Yan, because he's going to be probably focusing more on healing if Harry's going to be dancing around a lot. More than likely, Harry's going to be moving and drawing the fire while Yan can get the opportunity to heal. And plus, with both of them having medical protocols, it allows me to have 3 heals for this mission. So I can heal 12 health, and it's going to be pretty damn useful. I just don't get the extra charge for lacking an additional med kit, though. And I did have Expand Mag. Yeah, I have an Advanced Expand Mag, so that's going to be really good for you, Svetlana. And now, Mox. I called you Mox, I mean Batman, I apologize. I did not mean to offend your heritage, your legacy, or anything of the sort, but since you can shoot multiple times and we have a lot of armored units to deal with, we finally have use for armor-piercing rounds. And when you add that to the fact I'm dealing with magnetic weapons, and the fact this also got a 2-point damage boost, I'm pretty certain, yeah, 5 to 6 versus 3 to 4, that is going to be amazing value. Batman can almost single-handedly kill those turrets, assuming both his shots hit, because those turrets are going to have 10 health, and if he can hit with both those shots, with an easy grapple hook I need to add, he's going to be right next to him relatively easily. It just runs the risk, of course, of activating other pods or other turrets if I do that aggressive play, without relying on my phantoms very much. So we do need to be careful of that. Also, I have flashbangs and I also have gas grenades, so all these are going to be amazingly good. Although Harry, someone's going to have a flashbang, and I want to, and it does limit my frag options quite a bit, so I do need to be careful of how I do this. Do I need 2 flashbangs? I don't think I need to. Maybe. Because, actually, let me put a flashbang on one of my ranges, because it's more going to be to deter and negate a possible mind control, at least on a sectoid if I encounter one. I'm not going to have much luck using it on a warlock because they can't get blinded or disoriented, so otherwise, we're looking pretty good here. I could give Yawn an ability as well. Hell, I could give him Deadeye. It's not a terrible idea. I have the AP for it, and it would only use 3 of my XCOM AP. Or I can use Combat Protocol, which isn't a terrible idea. It does double damage to mechs, but, well, it's not really double damage, increased damage, but assuming I can strip the armor on the target, then the mag rifle probably does more damage anyway. So that's probably not as exciting as I make it sound. So, I've been talking too much. I'm terrified of this mission, but I'm confident in this team. I'm confident in their healing potential. I just don't know how many pods I have to deal with. That's the real scare. I did this mission once before, way back in Vanilla, on Legend difficulty, and I did manage to succeed on the first try when everything went horribly wrong for me on the opening. Because apparently on Legend difficulty, they do willingly shoot at you, at least most of the soldiers, when you get revealed, which is what happened there. And of course, the officer and the turrets, which I was trying to avoid, both shot at me because they were flanking me, and that led to a really rough start. And we didn't even have Beta Strike back then, so you can imagine how weak my soldiers were in that mission for the rest of it. And that was probably with one, or if not spending both the medkits I may have had for a specialist. It was brutal. But somehow I succeeded with no losses. Although we didn't have a chosen deal with either, so that's about to change. I almost guarantee it. Not much else to say. We have a lot of mag weapons though. It's a very big power swing against most of these pods. Hell, my shotguns alone are almost guaranteed critical hits, or almost guaranteed one-shots if they can get a critical hit. Hell, they have the damage potential of just straight critically hit them, I think, even without a crit. Yeah, they do, but it requires them to do max damage. I was thinking magnetic rifles at first, but that does a max of 7. So, ooh, this could work out well. Because this is ultimately the plan I want to do. Because the file is way back here. My ultimate plan is with the bond with Yawn. I'm going to Batman to grab the file, sprint back out, preferably to a window, grapple up as close as he can to the evac, and just bolt it. If not, get to the evac immediately after grappling, maybe getting out of vision, so that almost guarantees me a success, because there's a lot of factors that can really complicate things. More than likely, the fact that once I kill every single pod on this map, the Warlock's gonna chase after me, rather than playing the idle game. So that's one of those complications I need to be wary of. Now, with that said, let us scout around and see if we can find any pods before I take this gambit to climb up top. Come to think of it, is there anyone who could climb up there safely? I can go up there. It's probably the best idea because it does give me high ground vantage point, which is a good way to start off with my concealment. I'm just wondering who would be the best to go up there first. Because I don't want to sprint, but it's the safest in case there is a pod.
Roger that.
Oh, let's find out if this was a mistake or not. Although I am rushing it needlessly, aren't I? Considering I do have an unlimited timer. It's not like the Chosen's going to be harassing me if I only do blue moves, so let's not do that again. Just an off chance there's a pod right here that activates and breaks my concealment, shall we? That's probably a little more smarter and a little more safer. And I do have multiple phantoms available. So, they're going to be my scouts. They're going to keep me informed on what where the pods are, what they're doing. And then also, if possible, do some good flanking hits for me. That would be a good start too. This positioning isn't always really the best, but if a pod comes by, I'm going to get revealed regardless. And Batman, you do what you do best. You be my forward-point man. You can provide a little bit of vision. Although I'm not going to go too carried away in case there's a pod down there too. You never can tell with a map this big and this complicated. I almost suspect that there's a turret on the other side of this building though. There generally is, and in Legend difficulty I almost guarantee there might be a turret either on the end of this building or somewhere on one of the structures surrounding the main building itself. If by chance there isn't, then that just means there's an extra turret I have to deal with on top of the damn structure itself, which will be a pain in the butt. Alright, so let's poke on forward. I hear a mech. Oh. Well, that's inconvenient.
Stay clear of those turrets. We're still not entirely sure if they're fully automated or remotely triggered.
Yeah, this is really complicated because that turret's in like the perfect spot. I'm gonna have to jump down and go climb back up. It's complicated because that means I have to fight multiple mechs.
I'm on the move.
So, this is almost the perfect time to try and do this ploy though. Just gotta be careful.
Okay.
I don't have to climb up right away though. Let's try and get as far forward as we can. Preferably without revealing ourselves. And then we'll climb up there afterwards. In the meantime, I guess everyone's jumping back down though. Because that pathway is completely off limits now. It is possible for them to run by though. They just get no cover. Which can be problematic with the mech. So, let's play it safe.
A long approach.
And let's keep an eye on where my rangers are. Because they could get revealed too. I just want to try and ambush this pod though. I may have to get ready to ambush. If it comes this way, it causes problems for my rangers, then I am going to have to engage with the turret as well. Thankfully I have the high ground of the turret, and as you can see its accuracy is not very good. I just only have half cover to kind of mitigate that, so I am going to need to burn a couple of aid protocols if I want to minimize its chance of hitting me. Okay, it's moving away. We're good. Nobody panic. It does have 18 health though, so that's basically as durable, more so with the armor, than a sectoid. The big plus side though is with the high ground. It's going to be really easy to hit because it never uses cover. That is the one thing I got going for me. Damn it. You are making this complicated, you damn turret. You are making this really damn complicated. And I'm worried again of another turret over there. You wouldn't think there'd be another, considering that we just revealed one on this right here. I have no way to find out. Ah, god damn it. Well, so much for this plan. I do not want to waste my concealment on a bunch of dang turrets. So I'm going to have to stay to the low ground and avoid them then. So Sun-Hee, you're going somewhere else, I guess. Change of plan then. Definitely a change of plan. And the problem is, another concern is, there's this dang, as my audio cuts out again. Oh, it's for some reason alt-tabbing me out in a weird way. It's not really alt-tabbing, but I don't know what to make of it. That's weird. I honestly don't know what's going on. Let's not get distracted. What was my train of thought? Yeah, there's this weird little pathing thing with the groups, the pods. It does it again, damn it. Stop it. Stop it, XCOM. Stop rebelling on me. It's probably because I'm actually full screen. That might be why. Maybe I should be playing this windowed. Because I don't seem to get it with any other game. But that's twice the damn game interrupted my train of thought. What I was trying to get at is these pods have some weird, like, programming in them as far as the game is concerned. Is once I reach a certain point, the pods will actively chase after me. I can almost positively guarantee it now with doing some testing experimentation. So once I get so far ahead, once I start getting close to the objective more appropriately, they're going to start coming to me automatically. So I need to deal with this pod as soon as possible. I don't think there's much of a choice for me. But with me unable to use that structure and 2 turrets in the way, it's going to be hard. Okay, sectoid soldier. I don't know if that's just a 2-man pod though. And no, I don't want to go into the door. As tempting as you're making it, I don't want to go in the door. Sun-Hee is going to have to catch up some. So, J-Pod gets vision here. This is going to be slow and rough. But I do have the weaponry for it. I have the skilled troops. I just lack a soldier. And it's a sniper. So what I'd probably do is engage this pod here. Possibly get myself prepared for the mech, assuming they come this way. Because I'm feeling they will come eventually. And just keep vision of our little friend on our little sectoid pod.
Heading to that location.
And I want to try to avoid using the teamwork on Batman, as if at all possible. I'm trying really hard not to call him Mox.
A confident approach.
I guess Batman's not as memorable as Mox, I suppose. This is just getting better. It's the end of the work week for me. I need some sleep, and this is probably a terrible idea trying to play XCOM when I'm suffering from fatigue. So this is a recipe for disaster. It just means it's going to make a better XCOM video, isn't it? If things go horribly wrong. Nonetheless, okay, I see both of them, so I know what the vision rate is like, which means if they come towards me, you're instantly revealed there, Sivlana. So let's find somewhere better.
Heading to that location.
And I do have a gas grenade to hinder mobility. I don't think I'm going to need it for a warlock so much, so I shouldn't be afraid to use it against a single pod if it gets complicated. Or at least if their mobility is an issue. Okay, so I can use this high ground here, and hopefully that puts me far enough away from the turret. I just gotta expect the damn... what is it? The damn mech to start making its way to me, so I gotta be swift with how I engage. So, we got a pod here.
Moving on
They
target.
walked full spaces away from you.
Styles making the rounds.
Oh boy. There's a lot. Holy crap! I just dodged a bullet, didn't I? Well, this is gonna suck. This is definitely gonna suck. Because there's possibilities I fight 3 pods and a turret here. So I just gotta wait, take my time and wait for an opportunity. Is I think what I have to do here. And grapple hook up there is a bad idea because this thing's in the way and it has 12 health, so Batman can't actually just 2-shot it, even with 2 hits. It's possible, but I don't want to attempt that. If it had 10 health, that'd be a different story. If I can get to that watchtower, that'll help a ton. Just not with the mech because of its explosives.
Go as ordered.
So, what's the plan now? Just get everyone grouped in position. Get them as well positioned as possible, because it's not going to be. This will not be pretty. So I gotta wait until one of them walks away from me. I think is the plan. And I gotta make sure, yeah, I have vision or get cover there.
Moving on target.
Because you're, quite frankly, Sivlana, the weakest of the damage potential. You do have a shredder though, but your grenade's a guaranteed shred, so I shouldn't need to do that just yet.
Roger. I've got my eyes on.
Watch order confirmed.
So,
Overwatch.
I kind of want to move J-Pod, but he should be okay for now. But when the mech, they start moving on the right, that's going to be a different story. I just don't know where to put you, otherwise that keeps you safe.
Heading out.
Probably there. Because we know the pod's already there. Yep, it's kind of what I expected. They would make their way over. I just hope they're not close enough. Once I reveal myself, then it's not so much of an issue. I kind of know where the 3 pods are, at least roughly. I just don't want J-Pod to get revealed, and they are making their way over. So, I want to take full advantage of this Phantom still, so just keep yourself hidden. We'll have ourselves ready to deal with this pod. I just gotta make sure I don't see the sectoid and all that to make this a little more likely to succeed for me. If they get a little bit closer, I am without a doubt opening up. I just gotta make sure they die a horrible, miserable death. That is the only catch, because that's a lot of health I have to deal with.
Scanning.
I'm on it.
But they may look like they're coming this way, so let's see what happens. Svetlana could get in a better spot, though. Hard to say. Hard to really say. The mech can easily go run around the corner regardless.
I'm on it.
I just may have to open up with her to make sure her shredder rounds are hitting the mech, though. Unless I want to use a grenade to hit both. I'm really scared about this. So long as I don't see the other 2 pods, I should be safe. But they could come back around, and then I have no choice but to fight 2 pods, though.
Eyes on the prize.
I'm secretly upset a little bit there, because that's always problematic, and it's a really bad angle for me to engage them. So let's see. What do you see there, J-Pod? Nothing at all. So I probably didn't want you there because that's probably not a good idea, but
Moving to designated
let's get you a little
coordinates.
bit closer. You don't see anything.
I'm on it.
And we'll just give it another turn, see if they make their way back. Maybe J-Pod activated them like I was talking about before.
That's affirmative.
We'll see what happens though. Gotta take my time though, not screw this up. I want to make sure my concealments, I get the best damage possible. Ideally on that 3-man pod, but gotta make sure I don't accidentally reveal myself. That's the only problem. So sectoid's still there. If I can get around this train and open up on them, that might be good. I'm not going to have the tower without a doubt, though, and they can hide behind it. A lot of things I don't like about this, because they have so much hiding spot here with this tower in the way. Unless I could somehow get around over here, and I do have a high ground vantage point. So there are possibilities.
Good copy. Moving on target.
There are good possibilities here. Let me just continue to keep moving forward, if nothing else. Probably the best I can ask for is just get myself a little further forward.
Heading there
I am
now.
just not oblivious to this dang AI just making a beeline right for me once I go too far forward, though.
Moving.
Because if I push too far and don't reveal myself before then, it's going to spell a lot of problems.
Moving to designated position. Affirmative.
So I want to engage with this concealment as quickly as possible and deal with a pod quickly, especially with this clump of 3 of them. And you know the Warlock's going to complicate things more, which is why activating on a single pod's a big deal for me. Just a single pod anyway. Alright, no mech. No nothing yet. I would like this peek around the corner, but without any reliable intel, that is a mistake.
Moving out.
Like that scares me. That really scares me. I know there's nothing on the right at least. I should be fine.
Moving.
I just want to see around the corner. There. So there they all are. I want to activate on that mech, and then I can easily activate that mech or that pod, and they won't have a lot of full cover at least. So there's promise with that second pod. I just gotta make sure I'm ready to engage this one, because they can easily use this building or get behind full cover, and that one's gonna be problematic if I don't get a good Overwatch trap ready.
I will go.
So I can't poke up too much further, I guess. I need to wait for this dang mech
Orders confirmed on the move.
to somehow open up on it.
Roger that.
But if I can see it, that helps a lot. Oh, and I'm not even seeing the right squad too, so that's a bit more problematic. It also means I could Overwatch trap on that. Can I do that next turn? Because as soon as Batman goes over here, he sees that pod on the right, so I'm going to have to engage on the left with most of these. Which is what it sounds like.
Moving to designated position.
So,
Got it covered.
I would love to move you, J-Pod. I'm too worried about the sectoid being around the corner, though.
Moving to Overwatch.
Position confirmed.
So let's just back up to be safe. If anyone else can actually get good, reliable vision, that would help, though.
On my way.
I just don't know how to open up on this. This has so many variables that can go so wrong. But that helps a little bit. Open up on this pod, activate the pod right up there, and hopefully I can engage both of them relatively safely without accidentally activating the sectoid. Is that the same pod that I saw on the left? No, this is a different pod. Okay, this is not too bad. This is not too bad, because once I reveal myself, J-Pod's still going to be hit then. He might get flanked, though, if I don't position him properly.
Moving out.
And I think I'm okay with Sun He trying to help out with this pod here. So, I just gotta make sure I don't accidentally activate the second pod. Oh, you only see 2. Which ones do you see? Okay. That I wasn't expecting. It feels like you should see the sectoid as well. Okay, so I can do this and activate only 1 pod. Will I kill him? Probably not, but not with the health on that mech anyway. So I gotta prioritize who's at risk. Because remember, we got micro missiles to concern ourselves with too. So, going there is off limits. Because, yeah, you're going to see the sectoid. Now, the big question is if I go here. No, you won't see the pod I want. You'll see the wrong one. So I may have to bite the bullet and take the micro missiles. If it's only a single pod, and maybe if I kill a mech, that's not an issue. So many things that can go wrong, and it terrifies me. Especially since I'm going to have Yawn over on the right here, too. I don't like it, so let me give them some aid protocols a fallback. Because they're going to be clumped up together, and that's asking for disaster. They have the health to take it, though, at least. And Yawn has ridiculous health. Oh, and you moved. You can't aid protocol. So, let's make sure we do this right. Because Sun-Hee can wait, because she's got Phantom. Amon opens up, I think, because of his Devil Shot potential. You have Shredders. I would love to open up with you. Which still is possibly a good idea. Because the mech's not going to use cover. It's just hopefully going to come towards me. I really hope. That way I can maximize that damage. I think that's what I do. Unless I use a frag. I could use a frag on him, but I like to save that for cover.
On Overwatch.
We'll see what the hit chance is first. That'll decide for me.
Roger, I've got my eyes on.
74. I don't want to take that, in all honesty. I don't think I'll like the odds. I want to guarantee, because that armor is going to be so important. And it does weaken the Gatling Trooper too, which basically, I think has a Gatling gun, or is it a shotgun? I think it's a heavy gun. It's like a Grenadier, I guess, minigun. So it's gonna hurt. Let's shred some armor. I got 2 Overwatches ready. Maybe it kills the Gatling Trooper, maybe it heavily damages the mech. Alright, 2 good hits. And thankfully did not flank Sun-Hee. That actually could have been a that could have cost me hugely. So, finish off the mech. Now, this is where things get complicated, because if I were to successfully grapple him, I do not know if it will reveal her. So that's something I need to be careful of. And I don't have any more shots too, so it's not possible to actually kill him with a grapple. Yeah, it's not actually possible to kill him, so I should probably just take the shot or Overwatch. I think I take the shot because I do have a hair trigger. Unfortunately missed. You are safe where you're at. Just gotta be ready for a possible flank. Because this sectoid's coming my way.
On Overwatch.
You should be fine, though. We got the mech, though. That was the big, scary one. Without a doubt. The mech was the scary one, because it does have rockets to destroy my cover and AoE.
Stand proud.
And like I said, the Warlock is here. I need to pay close attention to where he's at, so I don't accidentally activate him later.
Fall to the Elder's greatest warrior.
Okay, he's way over here. What does that mean, though? Where is here exactly? Because he's going to stay around this area for the rest of the mission.
Caught wind of our operation. They sent in one of the chosen.
Nope, he's going to shoot at Yawn, is he?
Thing down and deal with it before it causes too much trouble.
Oh, did perfect information get bugged or something? Okay, they're moving away. I don't know why they're moving away, mind you, because I was looking forward to a devil kill there, or devil pod kill. So, we got some good hits here. Good chances to kill. Do I have vision of anything? Because if I go this way, point blank, I want to make sure I kill him. And I don't want to use Justice just yet, because of course that's going to reveal Yawn. Sun-Hee. So let's just poke around. I just want to see around the corner some. Okay, there's no pod for some reason over on the left, which worries me. I'm not gonna lie, that scares me. So, I think without a doubt I'll take your shot first, then use Justice, because it is a 5-turn cooldown. Okay, you killed him. That's not... That I don't mind. Now, I could activate the second pod here, but there is still that 3-man pod, and of course we have this dang Banshee, was this ghost to deal with, which actually means I need to reposition my Rangers if I don't want them to accidentally get revealed. So, now let's Overwatch up a bit, get ourselves ready for this. And actually, let me reload an Overwatch, because having them close together is not a problem. It's when they miss their Overwatches and it gets its rupture. Oh, I forgot the damn free reload. That was a mistake. I'm an idiot. I almost wasted 2 free reloads there. But let's keep this going. Let's see. I wasn't paying much attention. I'm pretty certain it was away from the evac, so that's going to be important. It's, of course, this all blacks out by the time he finishes his moves, and I'm back to my turn though. So it's going to be really hard to pinpoint where exactly he's at. The main thing is that he's away from the evac, so I can minimize the chance of basically activating him prematurely. Although I would have liked to kill, but the Phantom, the zombie, was actually quite a ways away. Ooh, he didn't actually use his rupture, I don't think. But missing a 63 was pretty bad. Okay, there was no rupture. Ooh, I do need to kill that thing though. It did not rupture, so that's actually a pretty big deal for me. Now, let's kill this thing, shall we? Batman can pretty much single-handedly kill it though, and with hundreds I'm inclined to take it. Okay, so let's try poke up some. I just want to see what's around this tower, because this is like the best spot to take vantage point here. We got this high ground, we have the tower. It's really damn good. I just need to make sure. Oh, and oh, the turret. Ooh, good thing I got that indicator, because trying to activate this 3-man pod would have been problematic, needless to say. I'm just really terrified of going around this corner, because where the hell would that sectoid be otherwise? It should be around there somewhere, right? Which is why I'm really damn hesitant to poke around, but he would have stayed there for multiple turns. Okay. That's all good there. Nobody panic, we're safe. I can start moving forward and I use your... Okay, you still have your free reload. Now, I like to activate a pod with my Overwatch traps ready. Oh, I'm an idiot. I forgot about this damn turret. But I am out of vision anyway, right? Because J-Pod's the one that sees it, I think. Yeah, J-Pod sees it, so I'm safe. I don't have a sharpshooter to kind of cheese the mechanics, but I do have a frag grenade if it really does become problematic. Although I think using my Grenadier's grenade was probably a mistake, with that said. Okay, we're ready to start poking up. The plans to try and secure this watchtower. It's got full cover for me as well as a high ground vantage point. I don't need to tell you how valuable that's going to be if there's going to be 3 pods I have to fight with. Especially if they come back because I'm poking too far forward. There is that possibility AI just comes straight for me. Alright. So, next turn I believe I have to deal with the Phantom. So let's get ready for that, shall we?
Confirmed.
And I already poked around. I should be fine to climb up here to this watchtower. Okay, we see the facility. That's always a scare, isn't it? Never knowing I just did something completely wrong from something out of my field of view. But we're okay. Nobody panic.
That's affirmative.
I just can't take the spot just yet. And J-Pod sees absolutely nothing, so... Now it begs the question, how are we going to find that sectoid in this maze? Because we know there was a 3-man pod over there that's now gone. We now know that much. And I can't just blue move over there. And since J-Pod doesn't see the turret anymore, I have to assume you might get shot at.
Closing on target
So
position now.
going around to the front's a bad idea. We're going around the other way, I think.
Come get some.
Slow and steady wins the race, and I am low to activate multiple pods at once, so these phantoms are going to be essential for this. They are going to be essential. Having 2 of them still a phantom, probably don't need it, but it does give them an opportunity for an amazing flank once we do start seeing their numbers, though. So, oh, he's talking about the skirmisher, is he? Just can't find a good spot for Yawn, so Yawn, you stay there.
Moving to Overwatch.
I would like you to poke up. Let's see, can you poke around here? Okay, you just got a tiny bit more vision, which doesn't help me much. Now, I'm pretty certain next turn should be a phantom. It could be. I can't remember the timing. It should be like 3 turns. There we go. Alright. So next turn is definitely the phantom. So I gotta be mindful of that. Now, I still gotta find this other pod, so I like to poke up forward, which should be safe, right? I have all this vision.
Closing on target position now.
And you're still phantom. Okay, there's our 3-man pod. If I had a sharpshooter, that'd be a great way to activate him, and there's also a turret. Oh, that's the turret on the right, isn't it? Yeah, that's the turret on the right. So I gotta keep that in mind at all times. So, I do have a high ground vantage point. Just not a very good way to activate them. But I do know I'm clear with a sprint, but again, zombie's gonna activate. And if that thing explodes, then... well, I'm not gonna have much of a watchtower anymore. I think that much is clear. So Overwatches are important. And you're gonna see a turret there. I may have to try and just shoot that thing down, though. Batman's like the best one for it, too. But he has, well, not really. He can grapple and then maybe get 2 shots off. But he has armor-piercing rounds, so he could do it. He's just not gonna have the best chance to hit at this range. Unless I commit my entire team to it.
Good copy. Moving on target.
And I think I can be out in the open a little bit, but this pod might come to me. Let's not kid ourselves. And I like to be up top there. Oh, I can see with this cactus. I'm still wondering where the hell that sectoid went. I'm also worried that I just hit that threshold where the pods start coming towards me now. Because I am basically about at the halfway point. So, let's be careful there. I don't know if it resets or cancels once I go back, mind you. I haven't played with the AI that much in my test campaigns, but I am weary of it nonetheless. And you should be safe. Okay, they're coming to me. They're likely going to activate. I want to hit, though, and I'm not getting it. So one of my phantoms are without doubt getting spent here. Of course, there's those misses I don't like. Oh, here they come running, and we have a phantom to deal with too, so this is going to get ugly. This is going to get ugly. And they just burnt all my Overwatches too, which was meant for that phantom as well. Because this would have been a perfect spot to shoot it down. Okay, that was scary. Oh, I was flanked. At least that helped there. And the turret shouldn't shoot you because the Advent already moved, so that's a blessing in disguise there a little bit for being revealed. Although now, everything's about to explode. So now everyone needs to get the hell out. Which also means if I go up here, I might risk activating another pod. Let alone another turret. But I gotta get the hell out of here. I need to maximize my damage. Okay. This is good here. The mech's a big threat, but is that a regular sectoid? That's a regular sectoid, but... and we have a soldier too. Lots of scary things to worry about. A lot of goddamn scary things, and there's no Overwatch either.
Position confirmed.
So, what shoots at the zombie, though? Because we do have a gas grenade that's probably going to be required, but it only can hit one unless I move forward.
Understood. Moving out.
And I'm not going to have much of an aid protocol either. And you're going to get shot by a turret too, so you without doubt need to move there, J-Pod. Somewhere a little bit better. Now, Batman without doubt probably should prioritize the mech. I hopefully am just spread out enough here to minimize the damage, except for my Grenadier and Yawn. And I'm really hoping J-Pod's safe there, but he's gonna have to move anyway. He's probably gonna have to move regardless, so...
That's affirmative.
And that doesn't actually help him. I just realizing, so... So much for that idea. I would like... Oh, you can only shoot the sectoids, so... I may have you just aid protocol J-Pod then. And hope this is not a mistake. Okay, you lost your cover, so... You thankfully did not get hit. Where on earth can I put you, though? It hopefully puts you away from micro missiles, because remember, Sun He is still concealed, so it's not like he knows that he's there, the mech. And I could shred the armor, so it's worth doing. Get rid of one of these big heavy hitters. Crap damage, mind you, but it helps. Although it doesn't matter much for Batman. Not one bit, but an easy target nonetheless. Oh, what's that red one? A demolitionist, so he can destroy cover. So, justice is an option, something I need to consider. Because if he can destroy cover, that's a big deal. I think it's mostly just a grenade, mind you, but I have to try it. Well, that sucks. He is flanked now, though, but who else can take that shot? Not really much else. And Batman's like the biggest threat to be hit by all of them, just about. Aside for a flank. So that was a waste, but it may still be good for me. If I'm willing to let J-Pod be very vulnerable right now. Oh wait, he has a flashbang too. A terrible idea using it. Although it doesn't help me here. Not with that struck the wall in the way. And that mech without a doubt is going to try and flank too. Let's hold on to his shot for last. Let's see what damage we can get done on this thing with 89s. And Sun He, I would like to move you, but of course that's asking for a micro missile too. Yeah, that mech's gonna try and flank you without a doubt. So I want to back you the hell away. I don't think I'm gonna get it though.
Heading there now.
Alright, just try and get ready for a potential flank maneuver here, Sun He, is probably all I can ask for. This probably was a mistake to put J-Pod here. I want to kind of hunker him down now that I think of it. And I'm hoping the micro missiles doesn't work on elevation. I'm hoping. But we still have a demolitionist to deal with. Alright, hunker down. This should make you immune to critical hits, right? I'm really hoping. And you're only going to get flanked by the mech, I think, too. I just wish you had an aid protocol to help. You do have a flashbang for this potential mind control, though. So I can deal with that. Nobody panic. It's just one less shot I have to be concerned with. Okay, 25 with aid protocol, so it is basically high cover. And here comes the flank shot, right? No micro missile. Damn it. Oh, it was big enough to hit both of them. The good news, they still have cover. That's pretty damn significant. That was what I was really worried about, really, with the micro missiles, because that would have made that shot much more dangerous. And I am hunkered down, so this should not hit very well. Ooh, yep. So it was the full cover. It is still an Overwatch, though. So, we got a free Harry there to make use of him. A flashbang can do that in a jiffy, and I still want to kill this damn thing too. With how aggressive it's being, it's not very pleasant. Although I still have to reload. Oh, I got a hair trigger out. Oh, he got shot at, so reflex kicked in. Shame I didn't have a full clip or an expanded magazine, huh? But you could kill that. Oh, you ignore armory. That's a guaranteed kill no matter what. Take it.
Your continued defiance of the elders will only strengthen my resolve.
Now, I like to move you back, J-Pod. Is it a good idea? Probably not, because you don't get full cover. Unless you want to get flanked by the dang thing. And I would like to blind all... Ooh, that's an amazing value for a flashbang. And it also negates the mind control. It negates the mind control. Screw you, sectoid. No one likes you. And you still have a free reload, so there was a reason I held on to that, folks. There is still a sectoid soldier to be careful of, which just overwatched. That's okay, we didn't plan on moving, but I still want a protocol. Who do I use it on? J-Pod more than likely, because the sectoid's still going to try and shoot him. Batman's still a little bit vulnerable though, but I think we have this under control. Now, I'm pretty certain this cactus gets destroyed with this frag, and it's going to be a big deal if I want to keep him from causing more issues. And he's very restricted mobility too. So, shoot him. That sounds like a hit. You are still behind full cover. You have a heal, so... Let me use that. Well, they only took 3 damage. I can afford it. It's really... Do I really burn my teamwork on Batman? He can get another shot. And it would be a guaranteed hit too. It just wouldn't... Unless it's a critical hit, it wouldn't kill the sectoid. So I'm going to hang on to it. It was a critical hit though. That could have killed it if I committed to that. It still could. It actually still could. I don't want to commit to a slash though. I'm willing to break your phantom. Let's do it.
Closing on target position now.
I just hope I don't activate another pod inside the damn building. Ooh, I forgot about that. I forgot about that a little bit, so thank God that didn't cost me.
Enemy destroyed.
Alright, you're gonna miss horribly. 0%, I like it.
I can't move.
And there was a pod. Someone just opened the door inside the structure. That's all I know so far. Ooh, you bastard.
Your soldiers cannot last forever, Commander.
You got a protocol, J-Pod, you're safe. Wow, a whopping 1%. I better not laugh, because chances are it's going to hit it eventually.
Fire's getting worse here.
Now, I need to deal with this soldier, which I'm not going to get to do very well. And if I get too close to this facility, I activate another mech, so let's not get too excited, shall we? That is full cover? No, that's half cover. And let's see. You are... Actually, I have Harry. Let's make use of Harry here, shall we? It's not going to help J-Pod with the turret, mind you, but it at least gets rid of one Overwatch, hopefully. And you still see him on the high ground. Come on, burn that Overwatch for me, Harry. God damn it. So much for that. I do need to kill more soldiers, though. At least keep myself from getting flanked, so the sectoid soldier needs to take the hits. That doesn't help, though. I can gas grenade, though. Can I at least get 2 soldiers with it, or is it just a sectoid, I wonder? Because that's going to reduce his mobility, it's going to reduce his aim, so that's going to make it worth it. It's basically better than a flashbang in terms of what I'm using it for. It reduces accuracy by 30 instead of 20. and also does some a little bit additional damage. A bit of a waste, mind you, but let's be fair. It's not going to work on a mech anyway. So, ooh, hair trigger. I like it. More free shots, the better. If I kill this thing, though, it's going to work against me some. And I don't want to reload because I would like you to move back as well. Ooh, and you don't actually see the dang trooper, so that explains why the Overwatch never gone off. Alright, take your one shot, then back off. Good damage. So, let's just get the hell back and we'll worry about your reload later. So, you can get up there. It's probably a foolish idea because it leaves you open to a flank, but I like the idea to help guarantee hit on this. Well, let's see, what do you see? Currently you see a sectoid, I just don't see a crosshair icon that tells me you actually see a damn thing, which scares me. Let's just go. There's the Overwatch. It thankfully missed. That was kind of what Harry was for, let's be fair, but it didn't work out that way. And if you hit, even minimum damage, you'll die to the poison eventually. Although you had to miss. So, Sunhee, let's see. I would like to get J-Pod to a better spot. Okay, they're the last two, so J-Pod has not yet taken damage. Can he hit this thing, though? He's still relatively safe with the full cover. Oh. So if I could have got one more hit, that would not have been an issue. And I still have 6 health, so I'm kind of still okay. I just can't get any close to that facility without activating a pod by accident, maybe. Ooh, damn good hit, though. Alright. I forgot about the fact that thing probably has a grenade, so it could have moved up and try and destroy my cover. But we basically dealt with this pod otherwise, and that's a flank. I dodged a bullet, but to kill a soldier with someone who had lots of health, it was still worth it. Ooh, I told you it was going to hit eventually. Mind you, it was a 21% and not a 1. Now another zombie, but I think we got this on... Oh, we got this contained now. It's only 2 troopers, one of which is nearly dead. We're just going to have to abandon the high ground vantage point, which is going to really suck for trying to kill this thing. If I can't see this thing very well, it's going to suck. Okay, J-Pod can see it, but where can he move and still see it without putting himself in a bad spot? You can grapple, Batman. I don't want you too close, though. You can activate anything, and that's what scares me right now. So, you don't have your auto-loader anymore. So, you are probably going to have to move. You can see that thing, so I'll let you take that shot first. Do I move you? I could move you. It probably doesn't help too much, though. Actually, reload then move. That sounds like a better idea, quite frankly. Or, reload then shoot is what I'm trying to say. Never mind what that last statement, it was a total lie. I was just trying to misdirect you. Now, 1 mag weapon will kill that. I'm a little bit worried about being out in the open, because you know Batman's going to get shot at. It's probably not a terrible thing, though. I would like to grapple down to low ground, I'm not going to be honest. I'm going to be honest, but can I still shoot it from there? Okay, I can shoot from there, that's all I really wanted.
Moving out.
Okay, we're doing good so far. I have no clue how many more soldiers to deal with, mind you. Or pods, rather, before we really start worrying about the Warlock, but that was a big scare we managed to avoid relatively well. We just gotta deal with these troopers now before we push on forward and heal on up. Now get the hell off my hill. Thank you. Now we know who the king of the hill is. And thankfully there was still cover for me to utilize.